Many thanks to Jen Long. Doing great stuff for BBC Introducing. It's Fabio for the next 2 hours, drum and bass. If it's the first time you've tuned into the show, this is how we do. We do this each and every Sunday night, Monday morning. We've got a great show tonight, but I'm going to tell you all about that after this. Brand new from AI with Marky on the remix, Stio on the vocals, a track called Let It Be. It's Fabio, it's Radio 1. Let It Be, a track that was originally on the AI album from 2010, remix styling. I think they got a remix album coming out because I know Rotation, Uprising, one of their big tunes, has been remixed by Dillinger. This track is remixed by Marky and Spy. It's called Let It Be, loving it. With the wonderful Stio on the vocals. Big things. All right, we've got a great show tonight. We've got a very special guest, someone instrumental in making great music. For say the last 13, 14 years, Marcus Intellects, CEO of Solution Records. He's going to be coming in. And I think in the 11 years I've been on Radio 1, this is the first time, my first interview with Marcus Intellects. Wow, that's going to be big. We got the Battle of the Rewinds, which is heating up to boiling point at the moment. And and is the source of much amusement. That is going to be happening a little bit later. Looking forward to that. Also going to be giving the Facebook fam some shouts. And of course, we're going to be heading into the quiet storm. Yes, indeed, we have got a packed show. And we move from Marcus Intellects into a little bit of DJ Dye, Interface, and William Cartwright. A track called The Truth Hurts. A follow-up to their wonderful track Bright Lights from 2010. Big, big, big tune. It's Radio 1, we're on this tin.
I won't let nothing slow me down, slow me down. Oh, nothing slowing me down, slowing me down.
It's hard to see beyond.
Anywhere you are, just keep on calling.
Yes. Two big tracks back to back. First of all, we had The Truth Hurts, DJ Di, William Interface. No. William Cartwright and DJ Interface. A great track, love that from Di. I think that is the official follow-up to Bright Lights. And in the background you can hear Lynx and a track called Soul City featuring Spiky T.
Take me to your 5.
Loving that. More of that kind of style in the Quiet Storm coming up real soon. Remember, we've got the wonderful, the marvellous Marcus Intellects coming up a little bit later. Big shout to all the crew, the Oh My God crew that attended Sankey Soaps in Manchester last week Friday. Big, that was blazing, man. Wicked, wicked night. Love that club. Big up to all the Manchester Massive. Also, big shout, got to big these guys up. Big shout to AI. They done their benefit for Japan last week, Monday. The XOYO Club in Shoreditch. Myself, Groove Rider, Bailey, Brian G, Storm, DJ Flight, also Hatcher and Red Light, amongst many others. It was all about raising some money for Japan, and big up to the guys, man. They put a lot of work into that, and it was a really successful night. Thanks to everyone for coming out on that Monday, representing the cause. Wicked stuff. Right, we're moving on. Remix time. A lot of this happening at the moment. Old school jungle tracks being remixed for 2011. A lot of people are into it, a lot of people ain't. I'm feeling it as long as it's done right. And this one is one of my favourite D&B tracks of all time. Being With You. Originally done by Foul Play. Big tune, you all know that tune. Been rejigged. Check this out. It's Fabio's Radio 1. The blast off on a Sunday night, Monday morning.
Noise for Fabio on BBC Radio 1. what's going on? This is Drake. And right now you're in the mix with Fabio.
It's Fabio and Groove Rider bringing the worlds together with the sounds of drum and bass on your radio. You heard it here first. Exclusive business right here on the Drum and Bass Show.
Sound of Com Strange guy. Coming with it at the moment. Got a lot of tunes out there. Feeding him. Big up to Com Strange. Also big up to everyone who attended the Share Festival down in Serbia. It's like a exit festival, like a pre-exit festival. Don't know what the exit festival is. It is one of the best festivals in Europe. So basically they took over Belgrade for the weekend. Had a bit of everything out there, a bit of house, a bit of dubstep, bit of D&B. I represented the corner. Big up to Sides 1 Belgrade and everybody involved at the night at the Plastic Club down there in Belgrade. Wicked, wicked stuff. Great to see D&B representing out there, man. You go to a place like Belgrade, it's incredible to see the reaction, you know, people coming out on a Thursday night, repping this music, man. You know, it makes you feel proud. Having been there from the beginning, it's a big look. Right, we've got your Facebook shouts coming up soon. And last week on, you know, we was talking about Fantasy and his pink shirt last week. It all kind of kicked off on Twitter last week. Because I mentioned the pink shirt thing, I thought Fantasy should really have had a tan to pull that look off. So then I went on Facebook and I said, should men wear pink? And I got 120 comments. And most of them were like, hell no. And that was mostly from men. Women felt that pink, you know, as long as you had the swagger, you could pull the pink thing off. Men weren't having it on any kind of level. Which I don't personally understand. Hello. Right, let's get that straight. What the hell happened there? I personally think pink... Because, listen, let's get it straight. I've got to tell you a quick story. Back in the 1800s, pink was actually a colour for men. And blue was for women. Because of the Virgin Mary wore blue. They thought it was a more feminine colour, and they thought pink, because it was close to red, was a more fiery colour. It all changed around 1900. So let's get that, keep it real. If it weren't for a couple of people in 1900 thinking, actually, this is not the right look, pink would be a boy's colour. It's a bit of useless information for today, but that is the truth. Look it up, Google it if you don't believe me. I'm going to play a bit of dub physics in the meantime. Straight after this, your Facebook shouts. Yes, we do everything on the show. A little bit of minimal, a little bit of jump up, a little bit of funky. D&B, that's the way we roll. Big up to Friction. Everyone who attended Showgun last week heard it was a smasher, as per usual. Also, Metalheads, who smashed up Cable a couple of weeks ago, repping. Right, your Facebook shouts. Got a stack of shouts to go out this week. Remember, if you're listening, join our Facebook family. We're currently at 48,396, getting closer to that magic 50,000 number. So we were saying, look, you know, it's all good getting a lot of love from inside the UK. That's all good because we've had that for a long time. But we are looking for some love outside the UK. We've been seeing how far and wide the show is spreading. And for some bizarre reason, we have got Untold from Perth. And I don't know if this is some kind of like weird coincidence or someone having us on, but either way, I will thankfully read out the messages. First of all, Alex Hornby says, loving your programme all the way down from downtown Perth. Also, Maurice Williams says, big up from Perth. Cara Tunnicliffe says, I listen at work from Perth, gets my week off to a good start. And Jerry Arden says, listening from the D&B capital of Australia, Perth. That is incredible. That is incredible stuff. So, listen, something's going on down there in Perth. Oh, we got another one. Jamie Mack says, listening from Perth, as always, loving the show. Is this for real, guys? Yeah. Is the yeah? Okay, wicked. All right, we've also got, panning back to what I was saying about Serbia, Milos Strojkovic, who says, me and my friends are loving your show. Mate, big up from Serbia, wicked stuff. Daniel Cunningham says, Fabio, great seeing you in Seoul. Before Xmas, give your London boys in Korea a shout on the show. Yeah, lovely. I had a wicked time out there. Get me back ASAP. Daniel Brett Richardson from Finland says, yo, he doesn't sound very Finnish, some of these names. I mean, Daniel from Seoul and Daniel from Finland. Anyway, he says, yo, Fab and Groove, wicked tunes. Another Danny. This is just bizarre. What is happening? This is like the Twilight Zone. Right, Danny Montgomery says, this is Danny and YV from Centre West, Brazil. We follow the show every Sunday. It's massive, mate. Keep it real. Paul Rao says, yo, Fabs, is Cairo, Egypt remote. That's remote enough for real, man. I'm loving to hear that. I listen every week from here in Cairo. Give your boy a shout. And Cody Peacock says, I listen every Sunday at work in Northern Alberta, Canada. I love the show and look forward to it every week. A couple more. Ludwig, I love that. Hey Fabio, listening from San Juan del Rio in Mexico. Also got Lee Dismukes from Dallas in Texas. Frank Verdigin in Amsterdam. Ross Sampson from Tokyo. Michael Grunts from Virginia, USA. And Steve Summers from Southern California. Listen, repping. You lot are on this thing for real, man. I am loving that. That's mad love. Mexico, Perth, Egypt. Keep it coming. We've got more coming up a little bit later on. That's what we want, man. That's big. That's crazy. And for everyone who wrote in, this track is yours, man. Dug this out, done an old school set in Brighton for Carbon. Big up all them guys, Matt Insight, everyone repping that night. And while I was looking through my old school tunes, I found this track, man. I'm going to rewind it. If you've never heard this track, check it out, man, because it's unbelievable. The sound of John B came out on Goldie's Metalheads Records a little while back now. Send this one to Charlotte, all the Narny Shakers. I know you'll be feeling this. Right, I've talked a lot, so we are going to go 3 in a row. We're going hard. Get ready for the rewind.
That's a big tune right there.
Hold me tight, don't ever let me let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Up all night, I die for you, hold me tight, don't ever let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Up all night, I die for you, I die for you. Hold me tight, don't ever let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Up all night, I die for you, I die for you. Hold me tight, don't ever let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Up all night, I die for you, I die for you. Hold me tight, don't ever let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Hold me tight, don't ever let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Up all night, I die for you, I die for you. Hold me tight, don't ever let me go, never let me go, never let me go. Up all night, I die for you, I die for you.
Somebody make some noise for Fabio on BBC Radio 1.
pocket, undefeated light. Sometimes I feel like you gon' hit me. It's like sometimes I wonder. Sometimes I feel like you gon' hit me. It's like sometimes I wonder. It's like
Why you asked me to come here?
I thought it was obvious.
Three in a row, Up All Night, John B. What a classic, what a classic. And that one goes out to everyone who attended Concord 2 a few weeks back. Wicked stuff. After that you had Is There Anybody Out There, BC and Spy with Friction and KT on the remix. Loving that. And in the background, the sound of Sub-Zero and Poon on Ganja Recordings. Big up to Hype, big up to Sub-Zero. Also Supreme Being, all the mans them. Nice. Also big up to Risky from Drum and Bass Arena. Saw him at the Benefit on last week Monday. And we were saying the great thing about drum and bass is, you know, when anything happens, you know, drum and bass people come together. More than any other scene that I know. When it comes to the crunch, we're all there for each other. You know, we're all camped up, we've all got our own things going on, but at the same time, we're all one. And it was great to see people that I haven't seen for many a year come down and represent. Right, we have, you know what? I'm going to go into the Quiet Storm. We've got the Quiet Storm coming up now for about 15-20 minutes. Then we have the Mighty. Wow. Let's do that again. That's better. We've got Marcus Intellects coming up. Going to be talking about his wonderful new album. Marcus, a real seminal name in the scene, made some of the greatest drum and bass tracks ever, my personal opinion. We've still got the Rewind track coming up a little bit later. Also, we have many more of your requests for Facebook. Yeah. Big up to my boy Groove Rider. Great show last week, listened in, got enough joke. Big up to Pippa and James, also Andy Worrell. He likes to wear pink occasionally, apparently.
bass radio show in the world on BBC Radio 1. 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 Last night.
If you've just tuned in, you're listening to The Quiet Storm. We're getting deep, we're getting mellow. Track you can hear in the background last night, Mark Inspire, wicked tune. We've got Marcus Intellect coming up in around 10 minutes, yes indeed. We've got the rewind track, we've got more of your Facebook shouts, we've got some jokes, we've got some good tunes, we've got some good times. It's Fabio, till 4 o'clock.
listening to BBC Radio 1. Fabio, Fabio, Fabio. Fabio, 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 Fabio,
sound of A-sides and a track called Knowledge and Wisdom, bringing to an end tonight's Quiet Storm. Remember, each and every week we have drum and bass between the hours of 2 and 4. Groove Rider and Fabio alternating. We have still got the rewind track. We've still got your Facebook shout, and we have right now with us personal friend, someone I've known for a long, long time. Since back in the day when you used to work in that record shop.
What's that, Eastern Bloc?
Yeah, Eastern Bloc, man.
Yeah. How long ago was that?
Listen, didn't your name have something to do with the name of the shop?
No, that was another shop that... No, in fact, I'd never do that. No, that's not my style.
Marcus Block.
Yeah, Marcus Block.
No, that didn't happen.
It didn't work, no.
But so, listen, let's go way back, man. And when did you start working in that record shop?
First record store I worked in, Manchester Underground, was 1990.
Wow.
Quite a while ago, eh?
And it was in the days when records used to sell.
Lots of records used to sell.
And what did you used to sell in there? What kind of stuff?
Well, I had a bit of a fallout with them, actually, because they weren't selling the stuff that I told them they would sell. I mean, they sold lots of US garage, lots of Italian imports. And the sound, the early 90s, the sound in the north changed. It all went a bit Italian house. And
yeah, right. I remember that time.
And I was more into what you guys were doing in London, so I was like, you need to get these white labels in, you need to get this in, you need to get that in. And they just said, no, that's a racket. That'll never sell. That'll never be popular. So we had a fallout, and I left and went to work at a different shop, and we started selling the real stuff and made a fortune, basically.
Yeah, because at the time no one else was doing it.
Up north, it was such a split from when you guys were doing what you were doing in London. It was so different, and there wasn't many of us, really, to be fair, that were towing the other line. Everybody was playing the same piano, Italian, hands in the air. Yeah, for want of a word, dross. Yeah. I could say different words about that. You know what I mean? But, yeah, I mean, and that's all I've ever done throughout my career, is just do what I'm into, and it was just a case of, I'm not into that, I'm into this. I like the bleeps, I like the bass lines, I liked a lot of the house and the techno, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
It just went different ways, and the way I found more interesting was just sort of the beginning of hardcore and into early drum and bass was with the bass lines and the breaks, that's what excited me.
But, saying that, Warp Records, which was instrumental in a lot of the bleep stuff, a lot of the kind of like proto-jungle stuff, was from, they had a lot of stuff from North, the Forge Masters.
It was Sheffield-based.
Yeah, it was Sheffield-based, which is bizarre, really, because at that time, Sheffield wasn't, Liverpool was on the map with Quadrant Park. Yeah. You guys were on the map with the Hacienda. Yeah. And Sheffield, this label came from Sheffield with guys like Nightmares on Wax.
Amazing, LFO,
and these guys making the most amazing tracks. And did Manchester and Liverpool catch on to that sound?
Well, in a weird
really?
way it did, because they had 808 State, But,
yeah, of course,
The thing was that Sasha, who was instrumental in making changing the sound of the North, was so big, so popular. Mm-hmm. It completely changed the way that everybody looked at it, really.
Yeah.
And the deeper, darker, moody stuff kind of went missing, really, for a good 2 or 3 years. In fact, I've been DJing since probably 88, 89, and that period it was practically impossible to get gigs. There was no gigs, nobody was interested. Clubs thought it was horrible.
Yeah.
Thought it attracted the wrong crowd, you know what I mean?
What's changed?
Come on, what has changed? We want the girls in the glamorous, the people that buy drinks, basically, you know what I mean?
It hasn't changed that much, man.
It hasn't changed at all, really, let's face it. He was so battling away, eh?
What was the moment, like the real jungle moment, when people started to listen to stuff like Champion Sound and really early jungle, WIE and stuff like that? I don't know. I started.
It wasn't happening up north.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. There was a level of knowledge, and there was a lot of people buying the music. But there was nowhere to play it, for the simple reason a lot of club owners were afraid of the jungle sound, the jungle crowd. They could make money by putting something on that was obviously less threatening, almost, you know what I mean, for want of a better word. And it was just tough up there. It was really, really tough. I remember having to bring DJs up from London who would, just because of what had happened in the jungle years, they were afraid to come up for obvious reasons.
Yeah,
all kinds of trouble up there. It was 5 or 6 years of being in the club in Wilderness, it was really tough up there, you know, and it was just had a bad atmosphere and a bad, not necessarily a bad atmosphere actually, because the gigs that I did have
were amazing. Because I came and played for you loads of times.
It had a bad reputation. It just had an unnecessarily bad reputation, really. But you know, it's moved on since then. Let's look at it that way.
Yeah, for real. And you know, the thing is with drum and bass in jungle, its reputation precedes it, because people, funny enough, even like 15 years on, people still got that. Every now and again you try and get a club in London and they try and book like 40 security, and it's like, look,
it's not the same.
It's not the same. We're going to get students in there. It ain't going to kick off.
In a funny way, I kind of miss the old days. I liked it like that.
That danger.
It was rough, it was raw, you know, but the energy was amazing.
Yeah, I know.
It was great.
I know, you know, that feeling that you could actually get shot.
Yeah.
It did get the adrenaline flowing.
Well, you know, to be fair, there was quite a few gunshots in the clubs, and
I know.
One of the things in Manchester was people letting their guns off, shooting up in the air for a rewind and stuff.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, and a few of the DJs just coming up from London were obviously a bit shocked. Everybody else was just like,
that. Yeah, this is, what I mean?
This is an everyday thing. And if somebody asked me to go and do that now, I'd be like, whoa, wait a minute, they've got guns in there, you know. But
right, we're going to play a track from Nightmares on Wax, man. And what does the track mean to you?
It means a lot. It is the Sheffield sound. The production levels are amazing for 1990. Sound as good as anything that's being made today.
Yeah, for real.
One of the first tracks with a proper bass line in it, the little break in it. It's got a 4/4 and it's got the whole thing. For me, it's one of the beginnings of jungle and drum and bass. Really, it's 1990.
Exactly, the sound of Nightmares on Wax, an incredible tune. They went on to make some not mainstream albums, but some big tracks. But this is one of their first tracks, man. Their first ventures into jungle. This is a real classic. We've got Marcus Intellects. We're going to be talking about the next phase of jungle straight after this track. Remember, later on, we've got the rewind track. We've got loads going on. Keep it, Fabio. Keep it Radio 1. The sound of Nightmares and Wax. What tune? Aftermath.
Love it.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
I remember a turning point in your whole kind of the way you looked at things was, I remember seeing you at a gig in Leeds and you was really not happy with what was going on. You know, you was like really down on the music.
That's daily.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of like standard. But yeah, I just caught you at one of those moments, and you was walking out, and I played Mystic by Calibre. And I remember you said to me, what the hell is that tune?
Macclesfield, that gig.
Was that Macclesfield, was it?
Macclesfield, yeah.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah.
And I remember you walking out. As you was walking out, I played it.
Yeah.
And you was kind of like,
hold on a minute, can we just come back in?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I saw you kind of running back in.
Yeah.
And he was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And, you know, Calibre, who's like, you know, a major player in, you know, in a lot of people,
Yeah.
you know, the musical development of this music, the way he does things.
Yeah.
You know, tell us something about Calibre, because you've got a great friendship with him as well, man. But he's a unique guy, isn't he?
He's one of a kind, you know. It's second nature to him. It was almost like he was born to do this. He doesn't have to think about it. He'll say something completely different. But working in the studio with him, for me, it's tough, because you sat next to somebody who automatically just presses all the right keys.
Yeah, right.
Just always. Never plays a bum note.
Incredible.
Every bass line he puts in is the right bass line.
Yeah.
It's a bass line you probably wouldn't have even imagined playing yourself. You know what I mean? There I am with my fingers pressing one note at a time, usually out of key. So I'm always like, Dominic, get on the keyboard, please. You know, it's just got just such a, as I say, just an amazing talent. He was obviously born to make music.
To do this, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you yourself, man. Now, you know, you've been making the music how long now?
Since '94, the first tune.
Yeah, so it's a long time.
Still not
16,
better.
17 years. But you have made some amazing tunes, Marcus.
Well,
you know, you can say that. Temperance.
You can say that.
Some great remixes and some great tunes. But this is what I'm going to come to. Yeah. You've never given me a tune and gone, it's a bad tune, or it's wicked, or
I'm not that kind of guy. I'm just not that kind of guy. You know, I might.
Yeah, but is that insecurity, or is it?
Yeah, maybe it is. Yeah, maybe that's. I spoke about this before, but just with obviously doing the album promotion about the insecurity you have as an artist, and maybe one of the reasons why it's taken me 20 years to literally do an album is because I never thought I was good enough to do one. So why should I bother if it's not going to be as good as I want it to be? You know, and that's just, I guess that's just the fabric of Marcus Intellect, and it's also the way I am. You know what I mean?
But is you know insecurity is one of those things you can draw on. You know, and over the years you must have been able to deal with it. But at the start, it must have been quite rough dealing with it like that.
No, you don't think about it. You know, I'm one of them guys who just somebody says, "Can you go and do that?" I'll do it. You know, and try not to think about it. The more you think about things, the less I'm like, "Whoa, wait a minute,
for
I'm not
real.
sure." You know, so I did my first radio show 20 years ago. Just got told to go to this pirate station and start talking, and I just didn't have a clue. Nervous as hell, but you just do it. You know, because you love this music, or because you love what you're doing. You just stick yourself out in these situations. The more time you put yourself in an uncomfortable situation, the more you draw from it. You know what I mean? You just start learning about things. And realistically, why I've never done an album, it's a bit sad, really. I should have done it years ago. You know what I mean? I've enjoyed the process, really, really, really enjoyed it, actually. And it's, I always look back and just think, well, why didn't I do that years ago? You know what I mean? Why didn't I buy a house years ago? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just all them things. Why didn't I get a car years ago? You know, and just like, what are we doing? You know, what was I doing?
It is incredible, man. But you put a lot of work into this album, so you are really happy with it.
I guess, yeah.
Or as happy as Marcus can be.
Yeah, if Marcus...
Because you're not exactly known as Mr. Happy.
A normal person happy would be 5, you know. And Marcus Intellect's happy would be 10, you know what I mean? Yes, I've got a different happiness scale to everybody else, you know what I mean?
We're loving this track, though. The Celestial Navigation from the album.
Yeah.
Great track, man.
Thank you.
Is this a collaboration with the man himself, SPY?
Well, yeah. Basically, I'm crap at mixing down, and I'd literally written a track, and I'd played it out, and I just thought that's not working. So I just said, Carlos, can you help me out with this? And he got the mix right for me. He changed a couple of bits, put a little bit of a noodly bit in the middle. I'm just like, yeah, sounds great. Let's go for it.
Wicked, man.
Yeah, noodles on.
And what's the album called?
It's called 21, representing the fact that I'm bloody crap at putting albums out, and it takes me 21 years to write one.
We've got Marcus Intellects. From the album 21, Celestial Navigation featuring Spy. You're listening to Fabio, you're listening to Radio 1. A track entitled Celestial Navigation, Marcus Intellects and Spy from the album 21.
Yep.
How was you inspired when you was doing the album? Because, you know, of course, when you're doing an album, you've got to be inspired by what's around you. Was you inspired, or was it...
I just go through periods where I can't make a single beat to save my life. Or, I really do. I just turn it off, sod it, go and play golf. It's not happening. I give it 5 minutes. Look, it's not happening. You know what I mean? So for the past 6 months, I've been enjoying it. I've been writing techno. I've been writing house music.
Yeah.
Just I'm in the studio and I'm enjoying it. So I'm just trying to milk it for as long as it lasts. You know, probably until the sun starts shining, and I can go and play golf again.
So did you engineer the whole album, or did you do it with ST?
No, I did it myself, and I got Spy to help me out on a few tracks.
Right.
Obviously the ones that he's involved with, but mostly on my own. Getting the hang of it. I'm learning after all these years. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
You pick it up, don't you?
Yeah, they got stuff on YouTube. They tell you what to do these days.
Yeah, stuff, and plus stuff is so user friendly nowadays.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've switched. What's it? I've switched from Logic to Ableton, and just makes
so much difference.
It takes all the time-consuming stuff away, and it allows you just to be creative. You know what I mean? And I'm having fun with it for the first time in a long time. Probably the first time ever. Every time I'm going in there, I seem to be doing something. I'm not saying it's the best thing I've ever done every time.
But you're liking it. You're finishing something.
I'm enjoying the process. You know what I mean? Which is so important. You know what I mean? Because if I wasn't, then I probably wouldn't be doing it. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. And when I haven't enjoyed it, I haven't done it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's maybe why it's taken 21 years.
Well, it is, no, of course, because I'm just miserable and I don't enjoy anything, you know what I mean?
And Fierce, having that track with Fierce, man, that was, man, I'll tell you what, I did not, when he said, I've done a vocal track, when everyone says, it's my vocal, I'm always really dubious about
Goldie,
it.
Caliber got in it, and then D-Bridge has got in it.
Yeah, and everyone's got in it.
Well, hold on, I'm going to have a go, you know what I mean? But it's actually nothing like that at all.
It really isn't, man. And did you get actual permission?
Yeah, we had to. The link started a little loop, and it's like this. I said, so we got the similar bass down there to Radiohead, and he's like, oh no, so we dumped it.
Yeah.
And then Fierce was just sending me demos of him singing to Radiohead. I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. I know. We've got this tune, bass line.
Right, we can
have
work
a
this
go.
out.
Let's just have a go and see how it goes. And before we knew it, we'd finished it, and just like, that's actually pretty good, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Send it off to get cleared, just out of interest, and they're just like, go for it. So I'm just like, right.
So you got actual permission from the guys themselves?
I don't know if it got as far as the band. It went to the publishing company.
And they just said yes, so it's all good, man.
Yeah, I guess the publishing company just like, we can make some money out of this. We'll just say yes. You know what I mean? We might think it's rubbish, but we're going to say regardless.
Oh, it just sounds like a lot of work went into it. It's very intricate, man. A lot of little sounds and little bits that go in and out and never come back.
It just happens like that, though. You know, you get involved in something like that and you're doing something a bit different, it's out of the norm, then you just, I'm not got even the intention of putting extra effort in, but you're just like, okay, yeah, and you just start enjoying it, and when you're enjoying it, you do more things to the track, you know what I mean? And I think, you know, for doing it so long, I just wanted to put, I want to be able to put more effort in and try something
exactly.
different,
you can hear it definitely on that track.
Good.
And before we go into your last track, got to mention dubstep. Because dubstep is out there, you know. There's a lot of, a lot of DJs in drum and bass playing dubstep, and a lot of people really not into it, and a lot of people think,
mixed,
well,
isn't it? Yeah.
You know, hey, look, I'm a DJ. There's two arguments. There's one like, I'm a DJ, I can do what I want, and then there's other argument that, well, you know, are you betraying your roots? What's your take on it, man?
It's a funny one, you know. I like some of it. It's kind of mirroring what drum and bass is about, you know. There's a commercial into it that's horrendous. It's horrible. I wouldn't touch it with a barge pole. And there's some interesting underground music that at 130, 140. It's not even dubstep anymore. Almost, you know. It's morphed into a number of things, techno, all kinds of things.
Exactly.
And it's really interesting, and it's almost like it's going back to where we were coming from, when it was at 130, 140, and it was techno. It was early jungle, it was, you know what I mean? It had that. It's a similar kind of thing, and that's why I find some of it quite exciting, but I don't think it works together in one set.
No,
it's just not, you know what I mean? I'd gladly go and do that kind of set and play it, you know what I mean? Play it with that tempo. I play some old stuff, I'd mix it up, you know what I mean? But to mix it with drum and bass, it's not working for me. You know what I mean? It seems token almost. You know what I mean? Let's go to the token dubstep 20 minutes, and then when you're bored, we'll put something fast on, and you'll all go crazy. That's what it's like, though. You know, and it's
a bit of a setup.
It is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I know what you mean, and you know the one thing about dubstep, you know, it is very similar to early jungle.
That's why I find it exciting.
And the way we done things, and the way it was raw, and we didn't know what was going to happen next, and you know whether it was going to kind of die tomorrow. And I think that's drum and bass has become predictable in the sense that it's kind of always going to be around in some form or another.
Yeah.
We know this. Yeah. We've been through that hard phase when garage was going to kind of destroy our music and stuff like that. And we came out the other side of hardcore, and we kind of know.
Tested a good few times.
Yeah, we have been tested a few times. We're still standing, man.
With a Zimmer frame and a.
This might be the biggest test, though, but you know what? I think it's all good.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I'm ready for it, man.
Let's go.
Anyway, last track.
Yeah.
What's this called?
It's called Storm Clouds.
And this is from the album? Or was
it was one of them tracks I kind of made for the album, and I made 40 tracks, and some of them didn't make it, obviously. So this is one I've just decided to give away. You can go to www.solar.com. It's a brand new website, and we're giving this away alongside another track. And it's fresh now. I think everybody's heard it before. So
wicked, man. And you're giving this away to me free as well, yeah?
Yeah. www.solar.com. That's what, you can use the web, can't
you? Wicked, man. The last track from the session with Marcus Intellects. Wicked stuff. Still got loads going on, loads more tunes. We've got loads more of your Facebook shouts. And remember, if you're listening from anywhere remote and if you want to give us a shout, we will give you love. So hit us up. And we still got the rewind track with Groove Rider. Check this out. Right, what you got coming up anyway, man? What you got? You got gigs, gig-wise? You going to be touring the album?
Just lots of UK things, actually. Just album launch shows, Manchester, Nottingham, Birmingham, anything with gum in it. Gingham.
What are you doing in Nottingham? Whereabouts you doing in Nottingham?
Don't ask me, mate.
Yeah, it's Detonate. It's Detonate.
It is, yeah, for James.
Yeah, that's always a good night, man.
It is great, yeah.
And you know, lastly, you know, because you're a real guru. What do you think is going to happen in the next year with the music, man? Where do you see it going? I had to put you on the spot, bruv.
I'm not good on the spot. It's going to be massive.
That's what I was hoping you would say.
Yeah. Let's be positive about this.
Wicked stuff. Anyway, listen.
Fortune awaits, eh?
Absolutely. You know, the days of, can you remember, when everyone... I remember Goldie's wedding. And everyone turned up in Ferraris and BMs and Porsches.
And boss.
Yeah, those days are coming back, bruv. They're coming back. Maybe when we won't be around, but hopefully they'll come back.
We'll have a bus pass. It'll be sweet.
But listen, the album's called 2021 and it's out when?
25th of April.
25th of April. And listen, Marcus, it's been a long time getting you in on here. Like, it's all, great chat.
I've had a great time. Can we do it again soon?
We're going to have to do it again soon when you make the next album in
21 years time. We're still going to be
something like
still
that.
going to be doing this.
I don't know.
Yeah, well,
even if I'm not,
we'll do our own show.
We'll do our own show
Broadcast
on
it live from somewhere.
exactly
Yeah.
from
some retirement home somewhere. Yeah.
Marcus. Have a safe journey back, man.
Thanks,
Take care of
Fabio.
yourself.
Thanks a lot.
Wicked stuff, man. That was Marcus Intellects from the album 21. Is out on the 24th. Right, we've not got long left. We've got the Rewind track coming up real soon. And we've got some killer tracks to play before the end of the show. This is Harvest and a track called Pacific, going back to the style of old school jungle. Sending this one out to Marley Marl, also to Kenny Kane, to Darren J, Jumping Jack Frost, Brian G, all the V massive. sound of Heist and the track entitled Hold On. Remember, if you caught the first half of the show and you dozed off, which is kind of like highly unlikely, and why have you done that? But remember the BBC iPlayer, you can catch us anytime you want. The shows will be on for a week. So if you catch us within that 7 days, it's all good. That was a great interview with Marcus Intellects, a great guy, man. Great northern sense of humour, northern take on things, and it's wonderful to have him on. Great accent as well, I love his accent, man. I know it's quite patronising, but I think that accent is just crazy. Loving it. The album 21 out on the 24th. Right, it's that time. Mikey Merge, I know you're ready for this. The hilarious, the wonderful Rewind track.
Rewind, rewind, rewind. It's Fabio, it's Groove Rider going toe to toe with the biggest tunes. It's Battle of the Rewinds.
All right, Fab, it's the favourite part of your show that I like. No, what am I talking about? All right, Fab, it's the favourite part of your show. All right, Fab, it's my favourite part of your show. Yeah, it's copyrighted anyway. Stop teething what I'm doing. Anyway, there's something from Digital Outrage and Raiden together. A track called Trash Humpers. Hope you like it.
From the Groove Rider, I like that, man. Wicked, wicked, wicked stuff, man. Very reminiscent of old school metalheads kind of styly. Wicked. Right, I've got a lot to all right, you know, let's get the gloves on. Let's get the gloves on, Rider. You know, you say something every week. How can you ever get it wrong, son? That was hilarious. That was easy for you to say, Groove Rider. But great track, wicked stuff. All right, this is for you, man. Total Science. Track called Ghost Rider. Send this one out to all my Facebook people. Send it out to Diamond Eye, to Joe King, to Mikey Merge, all the Twitter mans them, to Michael Page, to Angel and Kelly, all the D&B massive, to Tony T, to Bailey, to LTJ Bookham, to the Swerve massive, to Oshi, the mighty Mickey Finn, to Tendai, to Jessica, Griminess. Got your Facebook shouts coming up after this. the rewind track this week. Son of Total Science, Ghost Rider, loving that. It's a roller. You know, big up to everyone listening. You know, it's not easy. You're up till these hours representing, but we're here for you because we love this music. Everyone needs to understand that, how much we love drum and bass. It's in our systems, man, and it will never go. People better recognise. Anyway, we're getting close to the 50,000, which is a big deal to me. Might not be to you. You might be sitting at home thinking, can you get on with it? But 50,000 is a landmark. And we're nearly there, so come join us on Facebook. Chris Monson says, yo, big ups Fabio from Whitsley in Peterborough. Loving the show, big vibes, bro. Jay Gooner Dixon. I can take by the middle name that you support Arsenal. Anyway, yo Fabio, banging tunes as always, just what gets me through my early shift at work. Good to hear that. Bavik Lodia says, Fabio, you're always the best thing to listen to when doing some maths, physics at 2 on a Monday morning at uni. Great stuff. Ollie Bellamy says, big up the D&B heads in Bracknell. Alina Camacho, she says hi. Also the Simon Twist from St. Helens. And Tris Milky Clark, locked in deep in Somerset. He's loving it. And finally to Jay Hawkins from Derby, Jamie Marby in Doncaster, and Jamie Duncan from Sunderland. Thanks to everybody for getting in touch with us. We really do appreciate it, especially, well, not even especially. Doesn't matter if you're from next door to the studio. We're loving it. So keep it coming. And if you've not joined, if you're sitting there and thinking, I ain't joining no Facebook group, get over yourself and represent it. 50,000 is a landmark, and we want to reach there. Remix time, exclusive. Slow down. This is a great remix, man. Break and Die, one of the biggest tunes of the year so far. Exclusive remix business. They've gone in. Great intro. Send this one out to DJ Flight, also to Al Fuji down there in Boston. To all the mans them in Seoul, in Tokyo, in Mumbai, in Belgrade. Yeah, we go international, baby. To my boy Phil Stocker, making some boss moves. I'm feeling that, Phil. Sarah Bailey, sure you've been listening. Big tune time.
Slow down, baby. Take it easy, baby. You've got to
Pull up. Bring that back. That's a big tune right there.
Yes, indeed. Well. We have come to the end of the show. Great. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Big up to James and Pippa. You know, the production. It's like timing. It's just as important as everything else. All the mechanics on the show. The production is up there. So big up to James and Pippa. Wicked stuff. If you just missed us, catch us on iPlayer. You've missed Marcus Intellects. You missed the rewind track. You missed the Facebook shout. You missed some great tracks. In the background, Die and Break went back in on that wonderful remix of Slow Down. Track that should be out in the next couple of months. That mix will not be coming out. So there you go, exclusive Bizzle. That's the way we run it on this show. Anyway, we have the mighty Dev. He's coming up next. The early breakfast show till 6:30. Then you got the wonderful Chris Moyles. Radio 1 represents throughout the day and night. Just great DJs, just great radio. Keep it Radio 1. You know, in this age of computers and this media age, radio is still relevant. It's still so important.
You do not understand me. Or the man.
It's still a one of a kind. So, many thanks. Next week we have Groove Rider in the hot seat. Always jokes with the rider. Where we have the return of the rewind track.
But you do not respond to reason.
The best part of this show.
Proteus possess the wisdom.
Gonna love and leave you with Proteus Hazard. It's Fabio saying peace out.
Possess the wisdom and ignorance of all men.